Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about something really important to me. And as perhaps some of you Souls fans will know, this is a Dark Souls 3 level in the background. One of the most beautiful places in all of gaming history, let's be real. But nevertheless, I wanted to talk about the internet and its impact on video games. I have played all the Dark Souls games. I've played plenty of trading card games. I've played plenty of strategy games. Um, Hell, I've played a boatload of like MOBAs and stuff like that as well, right? League, Dota, StarCraft, Dark Souls, all these different video games. And I think as a whole that the internet's kind of ruined them. Hear me out, okay? Before we get into it, I think as a whole the internet has kind of ruined these games in a way that is really sad. Um, Nothing beats. Let me tell you a tale. Nothing beats the nostalgia, the the joy, the memories of when Dark Souls 1 came out. The internet wasn't as big as it was, and we saw a brand new experience enter the gaming sphere with Dark Souls 1. It was full of mystery, full of secrets, full of hidden tactics and strategies to defeat bosses, to find items, to hell, even find the DLC was a bit difficult. But nevertheless, it was a phenomenal game, an absolute masterpiece that spawned one of the greatest series of all time, the Souls franchise. Hell, even Demon Souls was fantastic, which was the predecessor to Dark Souls. But nevertheless, these games were amazing. They were hard, they took effort, they were tricky because when you found a secret or you discovered a new build that worked, it was fantastic. And this was something that you were pretty much forced to do all by yourself. You had to find all of these secrets by yourself. You had to replay the game over and over again. You had to go in blind for the most part, unless you read books. If you bought yourself a magazine, if you downloaded an IGN guide or some other nonsense like that, like a Game Informer guide, perhaps you could find some cool stuff there that would help you get through it. But nevertheless, you were alone in this journey, you were alone in this exploration, and it was a fantastic concept. But the internet changed all that. The internet got popular and more popular as time went on. Even in the Dark Souls 3 days, we started to experience a unfortunate situation where basically it came down to the game having revealed to you boatloads of content, all on the internet. Best builds, where to go, secrets, item locations, all available, all there. And so, even if you tried to avoid it and not look on the internet to save yourself some degree of I guess spoilers, and also give yourself that air of mystery still, unfortunately not everyone would. Some people would go on the internet and talk about it to you in person, or you would be playing with someone who is basically just net building a build and kicking ass, and it's not as fun when one person has all the knowledge because they just googled it and everyone else doesn't. A good example is trading card games. a trading card game might have a new expansion. Magic the Gathering might drop a new series of cards like the Lord of the Rings cards, or Hearthstone might drop a new expansion in the form of like Raxtacon's Rumble or whatever. And you'll see a whole slew of new cards enter the standard meta and the wild meta or the commander meta, whatever. And a lot of the time, within 2 days, hell, sometimes even one day, the best deck in the entirety of the meta will be discovered. And you will see hundreds of people playing those decks. Same thing goes with after a Dota 2 update or a League update. All the builds in the world will be revealed to all the players that desire to look it up, and all of a sudden you're at a disadvantage if you want to just try and deck build yourself, or if you want to try and experiment with items in a MOBA, or you want to try and experiment with a build in your latest, Elden Ring DLC additions, and then do some PvP, whatever the case is. You will always be at a disadvantage because the internet has basically hit a critical mass of sharing information to the point where now the best players, the most players, will be able to quickly within hours learn from each other and share their thoughts, and we can all share our thoughts to culminate one giant hive mind, perfect deck build, perfect character build, whatever the case is. And I honestly think it's ruined gaming. I think it has taken away so much from the mystery, the idea that you know nothing and you have to figure it out yourself. And more importantly, I think that it's taken away a lot of the difficulty from the game, because when you couldn't just look it up and you couldn't just find the best build to pivot to, or the fact that you need to use sleeping pots on the duo, the Godskin duo, or whatever it is, right? And you had to figure it out like it was a puzzle. That was really cool, and I loved that. And nowadays, you don't get that. Even in games as simple as Call of Duty, you will see people with the best loadout, or you will see people with the best, tune on a Forza car or whatever, where it just ruins the fun of being able to figure it out yourself. I don't know if this is the case for everyone or if it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But nevertheless, please do let me know your thoughts. Do you think that the internet's ruined games in this way, or am I the only one? If I am the only one, flame me in the comments, I guess. Nevertheless, please do let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you liked, leave a dislike if you didn't, and subscribe for more content. I've got plenty of stuff coming out absolutely every single day. If you want to check me out live as well, twitch.tv is the place to be. I stream daily and I talk a lot of shit. I have a hot take redeem if you ever want a hot take from me. And by all means, I hope you all have a fantastic afternoon. Much love to you all. Thank you all for the support, and I will see you in the next video.